people, we are looking at the election. Election results coming in live. This is tense. This is tense. Let me see if I can switch around this. Yeah, I'm surprised at some of these states. For example, the state where we live, Hawaii, 0% counted, but they've already decided on Joe Biden. That seems a little corrupt.
That seems a little bit weird. Like, how do they decide the vote without actually counting the vote?
Right. Yeah, that's a little weird to me. Yeah, let's check this out. All right. So Michigan. Thank God. Well, it's still close. I know that a lot of. Ugh, that's disappointing. Minnesota. What are you doing? I'm actually surprised at Maine. Not that they have a lot of electoral votes, but still it matters. I'm surprised actually because people like go on ATVs. They're going all over the place. They like shoot guns and they hunt. That is a little surprising to me. And I wonder how much of this is just that voter fraud with the mail-in ballots. I mean, people are getting ballots for their dogs, for their dead relatives. I got a ballot for my roommate who doesn't live here anymore. I easily could have filled that out and sent it. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. Because I believe in a free and fair election of the people of these United States. But yeah, I mean, people have been caught. There have been ballots found in dumpsters and stuff like that as well. Yeah. So.
And it still looks like Donald Trump is going to win, but it could go either way right now. There are a lot of states that are really close.
Yeah.
A few that aren't. The ones that are undecided right now look like they're mostly going towards Trump.
Yeah.
But again, they're very close. So ballot fraud with the mail-in ballots could easily change this election.
Right. And I know, thank God for Texas, because there's still enough actually American people there. Arizona, definitely surprising. This state has imported a lot of Muslim refugees, quote refugees, and I know that Sharia law and female genital mutilation has been a problem in that state. So who knows why that turned blue? But I'm surprised because there's been a lot of riots, which you'd think would change minds. But again, I wonder how much of this is voter fraud and how much of it is actual opinions. And when I see somebody voting left, I just see somebody who's misled. And I don't mean that in a condescending way. I mean that in fake news is a thing way. Because I used to be a Democrat until I actually started to do my own research and started to actually listen, not to the opinions of Donald Trump that I was hearing. You are instructed to dislike this man. But actually to just listen to him straight and hear what he had to say and then look into what he was talking about. Nominated for 5 Nobel Peace Prizes. Why was he nominated? I didn't hear about that on CNN. So it's like, okay, well, damn, I didn't hear a thing about that. I just heard about how he's, everything phobic, right? Just weaponize that word. Homophobic, Islamophobic, whatever phobic. Attack helicopter phobic. Just anything, right?
I identify as an attack helicopter.
Oh, yes.
I'm definitely an attack helicopter.
Exactly. Yeah. Whatever that means. So it just, Jesus Christ. But it's good to see that there's still enough of the U.S. who is still being heard, and there's still enough of the U.S. who's actually the U.S. I mean, God, this is so scary. How kind of close it is. But okay. Does anybody actually believe that Joe Biden is fully mentally there? The dude has Alzheimer's. Sorry you don't like it. It's not a stutter. Compulsive lying is not a stutter. Actually, his last presidential run, he was kicked out of. You can come behind me too if you want, just so we can be on the same thing, if you desire. But he was kicked off of his last run because he was caught lying. I mean, he's been caught lying so many times, but I think it was word for word, was caught plagiarizing a British politician's speech. And what about he doesn't want his kids growing up in a racial jungle? We can have that conversation if you really want, but they're trying to brush it under the rug while they call every other white person racist and act like it's you deserve to die if you said some of the things, frankly, that Joe Biden has said, but then they're voting for him, so.
And as far as compulsive lying, sometimes it's compulsive lying, sometimes it's just forgetting where he is.
Right. He's running against George Bush. Oh my God, his wife was like, oh God, She was like, Trump, Trump, Trump. You could see her like mouthing the word right next to him when he said it. Or he forgets that he's not running for the Senate.
Oh yeah, I'm running for the Senate. Another 4 years of George. This guy named George. Who's George? Have you seen George?
Here's the deal. Yeah, we need an actual fighter who's going to believe in America and stop apologizing for America. And somebody who's going to come through for us. And again, on the news, why don't you hear about the $430 million that he dedicated towards fighting human sex trafficking? Why aren't we hearing about all the good stuff that's happening? You're just instructed to hear. You're just instructed to hate this man. It's like he's the first president in our lifetimes that's actually believed in us, fought for us, and been honest. We finally have a businessman, not a politician who's going to lie to our faces. We have a businessman who's going to renegotiate trade deals that benefit America and benefit all of us.
And why was Hunter's laptop kept off the news?
Right? Right? When all the allegations against Trump were like front page news for like 4 years. But yeah, Hunter's laptop would just like been corroborated by a bunch of people. Like his own lawyer asked for it back. He's like, can we please have our own laptop back? How is that not center page news?
You want to talk BLM? Biden's laptop matters.
Biden's laptop matters, yeah. And Blue Lives Matter.
Blue Lives definitely matter too.
Just stating the obvious.
Which is why it's a shame that no matter who wins, there's going to be rioting.
That's right, yeah. They're already seeing, well, Antifascista, which is funny because they're the only fascists around. They're the only ones actually like beating people in the head, trying to shut down their speech by any means necessary. But they've already said publicly that the organization is going to riot no matter what.
Yep.
If Biden wins, which he won't, because they can get away with it and be justified. And if he doesn't win, they'll riot like toddlers because they don't get their way.
Yep. And then if they do win, or if Biden did win, which isn't going to happen, as you said, if he did, though, then they riot because it's justified. And then how long before them justifying violence, will other people start rioting against them?
Right.
Because like once people see that violence is justified, they're going to be like, oh, we can do that same thing.
Well, especially if it's the only way that you're heard. If it's the only way that your voice is heard, right? And it's like what they BLM looted and rioted and burned down a Target, and then Target was like, we understand. Oh yeah, if I could steal whatever the hell I wanted and burn down your building, and your response was, I understand, I would have a torch in my hand every night, go in any store in any location I wanted to. Like actually, I'm not sure that I would, but like you could. And somebody who doesn't have a moral compass, 100% would, and none of these people do.
And then like Pennsylvania, they're telling, in Philly, they're telling the cops to stand down. So it's like you can riot and loot in Walmart and then walk right out with a shopping cart full of stuff right past a cop, and that's fine.
Which is just sad.
So it's like, and this is the minority doing this. I understand that, but how much of the minority doing this? How long does that have to go on before the majority is like, all right, we can't take this anymore. We're shutting this down.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And ironically, Antifa or Antifascista, by them using fascist tactics, the only way to shut them down at some point is to use fascist tactics, right? Is to shut them down. So, and then they'll be like, oh, they at that point will have manifested the monster that they hated because they became the monster, and then we need to respond in kind. So.
And then they'll try and play the victim card, which isn't going to work.
They already do. It's interesting. They're like, well, I'm a victim, so I'm going to burn down your house. Well, I'm a victim, so you deserve to be raped. Well, I'm a victim, so, et cetera, et cetera.
Burn down your Walmart.
Right. I'm going to burn down your business that you've invested your life savings into because I can. Yeah. How freaking sad is that? This election is all about the American people, the actual people that show up to work, pay taxes, work hard, have dreams, want to have a family or do have a family, and have morals and have a wholesome life and be able to achieve something, work hard and be rewarded for it, have an actual life. I mean, there's plenty of third world countries, and we've talked about this before. There's plenty of third world countries you can move to and not have freedom. This is all about the voice of the American people being actually heard in a legitimate way.
Yep. And I mean, right now, they're basically making themselves heard illegitimately.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, how many people have died? How many people have been shot? It was like something billion in damages last I checked. It was like 550 declared riots, like 37 people dead, 19 of which were black. This is the last time I checked, by the way. This was before the Pennsylvania riots. Right. And then like 1,000 officer casualties. Like, that's not right. These cops are people that put their lives on the line to protect you and I. I mean, what more could you ask for? Where do these people come from? Like, could you walk on the street and be like, hey, are you willing to risk your life every single day so that I can do whatever I want and go to sleep and feeling safe? Like, that's a special kind of person who would do that.
Another thing that I always find messed up is, like, they absolutely hate the cops.
Right.
They want to defund the police. Mm-hmm. They want to be able to do whatever they want. Mm-hmm. But if you attack them, right, guess who's the first person they're going to? The police.
They call BLM. Oh yeah, that's right. They call the police.
Yeah.
That's right. Exactly. Because, and we were talking about this the other day. No justice, no peace is the most arrogant, entitled statement I've ever heard. It is not your right. It is not your place to decide that peace is an option, or not having peace is. It's like optional. This is not your place to say that peace is optional. No justice in the way that you see it. Therefore, you're going to break the peace. Well, then you should be confined to jail for a little while and see how you like it.
Yep. Like, there's consequences for everyone.
Yeah, what I find amazing is that this election is still so close, considering how much voter fraud has been happening. I mean, I think the White House website has like examples of ballots being thrown away. There was that one Hispanic reporter who was admitting to 1,800 ballots that she switched over to Democrat. Like, what about the voice of those people? We even voted in person, but Hawaii's already decided without counting any votes that they're Democrat.
Yeah, it's 0%. And it's like, yeah, basically showing Biden, even though there's 0% votes counted. Yeah. And it's like, I went in to vote, and I wasn't even registered to vote, even though I had registered 2 weeks before that and made sure to register in person at the DMV.
Right.
So it's like, I had to re-register my car, so the registration form to vote is right on the back of it.
Right.
So I had to register, and then I went in and I wasn't registered.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
They had my ID, the lady made sure all the paperwork was filled out.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was just never put through.
Yeah, and you never received your ballot. Thank God we could actually go in person and vote, but it's still, apparently Hawaii doesn't care because they've already called it without counting any votes. So, I mean, that's corruption.
Yeah, you should show that real quick, too.
I will.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Hey, Hawaii. Most beautiful state. Oh, except for that Connecticut's also really beautiful. So is Maine. Oh, 0 reporting. Vote count. But they've decided on Joe Biden. Hey, Nancy. Gorgeous gal. We are just noticing that Hawaii has called Joe Biden with 0 reporting and no votes counted. So, God, this is such a close election. Oh, that's so depressing. But he's getting there. Our man is getting there. This is close, though. It's too close for my... Ooh, wow. This is too close for comfort.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you could zoom in. That's kind of cool.
And a lot of the states that aren't decided yet are really close. A lot of them look like they're going Trump. But
right. But you never know. Yeah, you never know. I wonder where the Somali camps actually are. The Somali, like, refugee camps where they reallocated to. I wonder where they are, because that'd be really interesting. Really, different channels give different popular votes. What's a channel that you recommend?
Yeah, right now we're just on Google on the election results, and this is by, what is it, if you go back to show all states?
I guess considering how much bias they have. Whoa, 212! Woo, 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 woo! This is so close! Nancy, you're awesome. We'll have to check somewhere else. Let's see. What? Fox News, I guess? It's so funny that we blindly trusted Google, considering how biased they are and how much they silence conservative voices. Okay, we are trying to check this out. Would you... CNN versus Fox. I prefer Fox. Oh, of course. Girl, I hear you. Would you like to talk a little bit while I look at the...
At Fox News, of course. Mm-hmm. So, first, let's talk about what's going to happen no matter what. No matter who wins. You don't like CNN, you just checked it out of curiosity?
Nice.
Nancy, nobody likes CNN.
What was it called? Communist News Network.
Communist News Network. Or China News Network.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely for China. Biden is the Chinese president.
Yeah.
But looks like he's not going to win. We can only hope he doesn't. No matter who wins, though, the rioting is going to be absolutely insane. If Biden wins, which again isn't going to happen, then you have people rioting because they're pissed off.
Right.
If Trump wins, if Trump wins, they're rioting because they're pissed off. If Biden wins, they're rioting because they can.
Right.
And if they're rioting because they can, anybody can.
Right.
Yep, Communist News Network. Yeah, if you want to talk about Russia, CNN loves them.
Yeah. Yeah, right? It's like, okay, people. Like, there's no voter analysis at this time. Nancy, do you mind sending a link? I'm just kind of curious to see. Because it says go to state individually. Actually, you're like a good tech guy. Do you want to?
Sure.
I'll talk for a bit. So, yeah. So talking about the different news networks, I didn't realize how fake news CNN was. 5 Nobel Peace nominations, and you don't hear anything about it. And where's Hunter? Like, what is the deal? Like, if any one of Trump's family members were suspected of, what was it, like 3 million from Russia?
Yeah.
Any amount from Russia, $1 from Russia, $1 from China, from Ukraine. I mean, Biden is on camera saying that he withheld money from Ukraine and that they had to fire the prosecutor. Ooh, sound has gone really low. Oh, can you hear me now? YouTube's trying to censor me. I'm just kidding.
They're definitely not doing their due diligence in investigating Hunter's laptop, that's for sure.
Oh, you mean the laptop that his lawyer was like, can you please give us back our laptop?
So not only are they not investigating it, but I haven't heard the Biden crime family basically say it's not theirs. They haven't denied it once.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, Tucker Carlson's the man. He says a lot of things that I think is just so truthful.
Truthful.
Yeah.
He's pretty funny, too.
Yeah, he's pretty direct. And he's not afraid to debate people, which I think is fantastic.
I do like that.
It was first from Tucker that I heard when they switched over the national... Oh, what? She says, oh, the volume. Because my selfie video goes out.
Oh.
Do you want to use your phone?
Oh,
we
yeah.
can log into mine. Sorry to hear. Yeah, sorry. Do you want to grab
actually
your phone?
the phone.
Yeah, it's like literally my phone is broken. If you guys want to donate, I guess I do have a GoFundMe, Anastasia Patriotic Magic, because I guess I need a new phone. But anyway, it's all good. I'm here talking to you no matter what. We're going to try to use his phone in a second. But, Tucker Carlson brought up that United We Stand used to be our motto. And at some point under Obama, I believe, it became diversity is our strength. Diversity is our strength. Well, diversity is actually an anomaly. And studies have shown that the more diversity that you have with your neighbors and your communities, the more distrust there is because you don't have the same culture, so you don't quite understand each other. And diversity works to a point, but if everybody's different, does diversity work in your marriage? The more different you are, the better it is. If you don't speak the same language, Tucker Carlson's pretty sweet. I'll let you talk for a little bit because I gotta sign in.
Oh, okay.
All the left channels. Nancy, you are awesome.
Yep.
We should have you on our talk show. Oh, what do you think about this name for our talk show? We were thinking about having the talk show name be controversial.
The controversial truth.
Oh, the controversial truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they can't deny it. So.
Yeah. There you go. We'll fix it like that. There you go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I can do that. Yeah, if they won't deny the laptop, they can't. They have to say something about it.
Yeah.
So they basically can't call it Russian disinformation and then ask for it back and not deny that it's theirs.
Right.
It just doesn't work.
Russia.
Russia. Can we have it back? That's really incriminating.
Right.
Like.
Spasiba. Yeah. You're good for that. I'm gonna go after that. Can turn it away. There you go. Russia. Always Russia. Yeah, Chinese news network. Actually, Nancy, what do you think about Tomi Lahren? Is there any individual?
No White Guilt went over.
Oh, hey. Biden's proposed laws. Oh, God.
That's a good channel, too.
Yeah, that is a good channel. He's awesome. Thank God for us speaking the truth, huh? lighting's a little funky. We gotta kind of work with this. But yeah, there's still some true Americans. Yeah, Biden wants to eliminate guns.
Yep. Eliminate guns.
Do you want to fix the it looks like shit.
I'll let you hold it.
Here, just hold it like that. That's probably good. I'm just trying to log into your thing. Yeah, and why isn't the news talking about that?
No.
Because of Russia. Actually, because of China. Because they banned out of China.
Actually, you know what really bothers me is every debate so far, Biden's been allowed to skirt around questions. He'll get asked something, it's like, well, the American people don't deserve to know. What do you mean they don't deserve to know? That's what they're voting for you on.
Exactly, yeah. Hey, which video was the NWG video that he recommended me? I'm glad to see you're here. You actually have some good things to say, and it's all gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Somebody the other day was trying to give me shit on my Instagram about this. I'm like, okay, it's been, I don't know. I mean, it could be whatever you want it to be. That's fine too.
Yeah.
But it's definitely been the OK symbol since World War II.
Definitely. But yeah, how can he constantly say like, oh, the American people don't deserve to know?
Oh yeah, right. And allowed to. Yeah, right. So they pepper. Yeah, the questions on Biden versus Trump. It's like questions for a child versus a question for a man. You gotta wonder what kind of drugs he's on just to get through that interview.
The amount of direct questions without direct answers, but then anytime they ask Trump a direct question, they'll like keep asking him and hold him to a direct answer and then ask like 5 follow-up questions. I don't remember hearing very many follow-up questions for Biden. He's just like, I don't want to answer that. It's like, okay, next question.
Right. Like, the American people don't deserve to know. Oh, sweet. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Yeah. I'm just glad, Nancy, that we're all getting more connected, because the more that we all connect and the more that we all realize that we're not the only ones out there, the more that we all have a voice. Yeah. I've noticed that evil only happens when good people stand by and do nothing. Just let me know if the noise cuts out again, because we'll switch to the other phone. But so evil only happens when good people stand by and do nothing. And the more we all connect, I've noticed that it's the loudest person actually that gets their way. It's not the right person, although if a good idea can get traction, then that works obviously, but only by people being loud. Yep. So the loudest ones win. And
because like, to add to that, BLM is not a good idea, it's not the right idea, but they're loud, so they get their way.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess it helps if you're willing to kick people in the head. Oh yeah, I guess I could do that.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That would be awesome. With our kind of people I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's cool, actually, yeah. Oh man, we can watch ourselves. What? That's so crazy. We're watching ourselves.
Yep. And some louder with Crowder.
Oh, good. Good. That's good that he played some of the video. I actually have more videos from the beach, which I'll have to upload. And you know, I'm so glad you're speaking up, because it's good to know that this is needed.
Yep.
You know? Ooh, should we try switching over to the...
Sure, you want to switch over to phone? Okay. My arm's about to die.
Yeah, we're going to switch over phones and see how this works. Please,
Next thing I'm getting is a tripod.
I know, yeah. Good arm workout. Good job.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this works. Let me see if I can go live. Should I call it Nancy is Awesome? Okay, West Maui. Okay, thumbnail, start the show, allow access. Oh, this is kind of fun.
Yeah, it is.
We have to get our country back from their lies. You know what I mean? Like, 4 more years of Trump.
Well, at least Trump is already up to 212. I know Biden's at 223, but it's a lot closer than it was an hour ago, because when I saw 120, I was a little bit...
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nancy, I'm liking you more and more. This is cool. I think we're good.
We got it on the good phone?
Here we go. That's cool. Alright, here we go. We're going live. Rotate to stream in landscape. Do you want to stream in portrait?
We could stream in landscape.
Okay. Let's check it out. Going live. Whoa!
Yeah.
Your camera quality is so much better. I guess we can end this one.
We're going to switch over to the other one.
Yeah. Wow, that is funny.